Hey guys, welcome back. We had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday, March 28th. We're gonna look at some technical analysis, some options, some futures. Had some runners today. Birds, BRDS, AMC had some pumping. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT, as well as Discord. Link for those are both in the description. SPY had some data this morning. Not a whole lot to move the market. More or less flat. So kind of sold off pre-market, ups and then downs and ups, and kind of just continued that, bouncing up and down. The banking hearing, Senate testify today. We watched that on stream. That's, I think, what this candle is from. I don't know, I wasn't watching at that point, but I think that's what that candle is from. So, yeah. But SPY to me still looks like it's in an uptrend on the longer time frame here. Still seeing this inverted head and shoulders, bullish MACD, green over the 9 handle right here and here. So a bit of chopping consolidation these last 5 or 6 days, but the trend to me still seems up for this kind of shorter term. We'll see if it fills this gap 406 and if it retests these highs 415. First hurdle will be 400 though, and it breaking that. So on a shorter time frame, yeah, I mean the MACD's flipped bearish on the hourly, red under the 9, but to kind of bounce on the support from back here today. So just a bit of chop, but longer term it's still up. GME had a rally today with AMC. GME was rallied yesterday, then sold off into close, continued that sell-off today at open. It was actually kind of strange. It was much more bearish than the market today at open, and then kind of was moving on its own. Bounced at like 11, so kind of with this bounce on SPY, this is when GME bounced up above VWAP and sold back off to the low. What is good is double bottom on the daily here, just intraday, but also that's on that previous support on this kind of bull flag that we're setting up. So showing signs of support there, which is still a very good bullish indicator that we're holding up this level and consolidating at a higher level. So momentum has been up, now we're consolidating, so continued momentum to the upside would be expected. And then right about here you see his volume is 477,000. Yes, that was from AMC getting crazy today. It was up 4 or 5% and then just started ripping at about what time was that at? Say 124, I'd say. Yes, right here. See that? 125. Yes, all that volume and pump. So that was because of this tweet from Charles Gasparino. Looks like Amazon likes AMC as a distressed asset via Joe Bell Bruno. AMC considers buying distressed AMC theater chain and seismic Hollywood streaming shift. So this was according to some media outlet, and I think that was the catalyst for this thing rallying. AMC actually halted up here somewhere, and that's kind of right around where GME started ripping from it. It also pulled up BBBY right here, as you can see with the volume. Or no, right here, where was that? What time was that? 125, this candle. So it didn't pull it up like GME, but definitely a bunch of volume popped in. It came up to VWAP there. Yeah, and then it also even pulled up. Carvana got a little freaky from it. Volume and a bounce. There was a couple that we were tracking. Oh, Express did too. This right here, all this volume in that jump. So AMC woke up a lot today with that velocity that it had the upside and volume. And GME is bouncing now. I've got about 10 minutes to close. Bouncing off VWAP pretty heavy. So yeah, AMC, the basket, GME, it's all still there. GME still seems fixed, but it is still in this basket. There you go. That's the catalyst. SPY is ripping up their VWAP there. BBBY. Oh, well, GME, yeah. So basically GME looks good. I bought some more calls today. We'll go over those. But yeah, GME is looking solid. Nice consolidation up here. Just any day now. I mean, tomorrow there's catalyst potentially. The G-America tweet about them releasing something tomorrow. It's maybe just more NFTs, but maybe it's not. I don't know. So there's that, and then the big Credit Suisse swap rollover or Deutsche Bank, I can't remember, but tomorrow might be a big swap, 2-year swap rollover. And then there were like 3 or 4 different things that were hyped about tomorrow. So maybe it means nothing. Maybe it means something. At any rate, the chart looks nice, looks bullish. I think it could move at any time. So I've been scaling to calls. And actually, calls are cheap again. IV is like 88, 90% if you go 2 weeks out, which is pretty crazy. It's a big rip on SPY there. And if we do start breaking out on GME, I'd like to see a break at this kind of 24 level. You have some confirmation, and then probably back up to the high here, 27, 28, kind of the highs here. Breaks that, I think 30 and then 35 are very shortly after that. Same day, maybe next day. Yeah, so could start to get squeezy here. BBY might move with it too if it does get pretty volatile to the upside. Good thing about BBY is it's flat. It's been flat now for 5 or 6 trading sessions, so that's much better than dropping. Just getting some consolidation at these lows, and hopefully it's before reversal. So confirmation reversal to me would be kind of rallying over this 88 cents and holding up here. If it holds above these resistances, that would be a trigger for me to average in if I wanted to at that point, or go long if I hadn't. What you don't want to see after this consolidation is basically breaking down below here and breaking kind of the 76, 75 range. So I don't want to see it breaking down here. Then it's just look out below. You know, it can keep coming down. But so far it's looking good. I mean, MACD is bullish, and like I said, it is flattening out here, which is a good first step in a reversal. Birds had a big rally up. Zip Trader mentioned this on a video yesterday. So he mentioned it. It went up like 4% after hours, but then today just big gap up like 30%. Rallied up. He likes it for kind of a short squeeze candidate. High short interest. Insiders have been buying, so there's a catalyst. And yeah. So this thing's kind of just roller coaster today. Sold off, rallied, sold off, and now we're kind of back up to the high. And this could have a continuation. Good volume today. Definitely good volume on it. And prior, like pre-market, extended hours, it's had big pumps, like right here. So we'll see. I have options on this one. The option chain is pretty illiquid. I did have shares at one point, which I closed out. I think there's a cool company long term and would like to hold it, but it still has the SPAC curse, like all the other SPACs that came out this time. But that being said, the options, I'm kind of doing a little arbitrage play since it is so illiquid. I'm able to see if I can keep it up. But yeah, I'm basically just buying the 2.5 calls as far out as I can and flipping them. But they don't always get filled. It's tough to get them filled, so that's the risk. And for whatever reason, the calls that I'm buying, they get filled when it's rallying, and then to sell them at a higher price, they always get filled when it's dropping. So I don't know what kind of market maker wizardry is going on there, but yeah, it's working so far. So Zip Trader was calling for some pretty high price targets on this thing, which could, I mean, good first step is getting Zip Trader's audience to buy it. So that I think happened today, and we'll see if the momentum continues. Probably will need to get some push into the options chain. The thing is, the market maker has not updated strike, so it's always had 2.5 as the lowest. So that is kind of part of the problem with the gamma squeeze on that end. But yeah, the shares are there. And what else did we have? Oh, EBTL we were watching today. This thing was looking good this last few trading days. We were noticing it just flipping bullish on the MACD, and then green over the 9 back here in 323, and then a little increasing volume. And then today we were watching it, and it was up like 3-4%, and it just kind of kept climbing up, and then 10%, and then 15%. I'm like, whoa. And then it got crazy, and just this big fatty red candle was up, I don't know, 20-30% on that candle. And then it just stopped, and then just bam, just got shut down. So I actually started picking up shares, and it's kind of kept selling off. I got a couple hundred so far. I'll probably get a couple hundred more. I still like the momentum here. I like all the volume that we're seeing today. We saw 3.3 million, and it is just in an uptrend, which you don't usually see on EBTL. You'll see kind of spikes and little pumps, but this is kind of a 3-4 day uptrend. So maybe it's something like this, and we're going to see a big move. I'm not sure yet, but that volume and those indicators to me is a good sign. It's shutting down today is maybe not the best sign, but I don't know, not too bad. It was an engulfing candle, it's not anymore. I guess we won't get that. Market closed in 3 minutes, so that's not the greatest. But yeah, AMC holding out at the highs here. Tomorrow could be a nuts day on the stocks. Silvergate rallying back up. Did sell some more cover calls on this thing. Still holding these shares. It's looking good, consolidating at the highs. Just bull flagging basically on tons of volume, which is lovely. Yep, there's the pole, there's your flag. Even setting up kind of another little triangle up here. So everything looks good on that front. Volume is a lot less today, but I guess that's to be expected on basically consolidation day. Still a huge volume though. 37 million on a float that's 27.5 million. So traded over the float just today. And kind of bouncing back up here. So the plays we made on the options. Oh yeah, so today when Birds was rallying, or actually dropping, I was able to sell the calls for July, the 2.5 calls for 10 cents, which is 100% gainer because I buy them for 5. And then I actually bought October's, which is the furthest out in time, the 2.5 calls. I was able to get those for 5 cents. And yeah, I'll just try and flip them for 10. So kind of just doing a little arbitrage on there. Sort of arbitrage, not really, but yeah. And then here's the EBTL purchases. Oh, and then I did buy some GME calls. After that little pump, GME is looking good. I think it's ready for a move this month or in the next month. And Catalyst maybe tomorrow. Bought one. I didn't have buying power because I finally closed my nat gas. My contracts were expiring today, so I closed it out. Took a fat loss on that, but got margin back for it. So I was able to make some purchases today. I'm gonna wait on nat gas basically. And yeah, so bought a April monthly 25 call. Pretty proud of the money, but that's all I could afford at that point. And then sold my GNS. Oh, sorry for your ears. Sorry, I forgot that was on. Sold my GNS shares. It broke below the low that I didn't want to see it break. This support level might be a false break. We'll see if it bounces, but this is the level I was trying to have it hold, and it didn't. So I'm out of that. Cut losses. I also picked up more options. I picked up 5 actually January calls on the Theta account here. So safer account, kind of trying to farm Theta with it. So might sell cover calls against it, do some poor man cover calls. Might end up just swing trading these kind of longer dated calls. Got 5 23 75 calls today, so they're about break even when I bought them. So trying to scale up into calls on this one. And haven't done anything with BBY. Still have cash secured puts, still have shares. And yeah, I should actually roll my cash secured puts. Look at that rally on GME. Crazy. That's what I got for you guys. We'll see you on Discord. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.